Are you ready to finish off this puppy dog? All we gotta do is make him a collar.
You're gonna need 2 different yarn colors, one for the tag and another for the collar itself. You can check out the description of this video for a list of the tools and materials I'm using. Now that that's done, let's get crocheting. Let's start by making the tag. You'll need to leave a bit of a tail before making a ring and putting 6 single crochets in it. That tail is going to be used to sew the tag into the collar, which we'll make in just a sec. This yarn is labeled as a weight 4, but I'd say it's a pretty thin weight 4, probably closer to a weight 3 to be honest. So if you're using a true weight 4 yarn for the tag, yours is going to be bigger than mine. After you crochet that last stitch, pull the ring tight and fasten off. I was going to use a darning needle for this next step, but I'll just use my crochet hook. All you need to do is pull that tail through the first single crochet you made. Then make a knot on the back of this piece. Be careful not to pull that knot too tight because your tag could curl up on you. You won't need that yarn again, so you can put it back into your stash. Time to make that collar. We're going to crochet in rows, very short rows. So leave a bit of a tail and make a slip knot. Then chain 2. Then put a single crochet into the first chain you made. Chain 1, turn your work, and single crochet in that next stitch. You will continue to work in this short row of 1 single crochet until the collar is long enough to go all the way around the dog's neck. It should be a snug fit. I don't always turn my work when starting a new row. I find it to be faster, and it helps me keep my eyes on the stitch I need to go through when starting that new row. You can stop and measure the collar after a few rows. I think the number of rows you need could be different from mine, especially if you're using different yarns. So just keep measuring and don't worry too much about ending on the right side or the wrong side. It's not really going to matter for this pattern. When you stop to measure the length of your collar, make sure it lays flat on the dog's neck. When you reach the right length, fasten off and leave a tail for sewing. Then you can return the yarn to your stash. The next step is to sew the tag to the midpoint of the collar. Make sure you locate the back of the tag where that knot is and make it lay flat against the collar. I'm going through the collar from the front to the back, then coming back up through it and into the back of the tag into the top loops of the last single crochet. Then I'll insert my needle through the top loops of the first single crochet on the tag and all the way through the collar. I'll leave that yarn tail and thread the other one through the collar. Now I'll knot these 2 yarn tails together and weave in the ends as best I can. Ready to get this on the dog? I like to place the tag on the center of the dog's neck and see where the ends of the collar meet on the back of the dog. I use my crochet hook to get that yarn tail through the dog's body, and now I can use my darning needle to secure this end into the dog's body. Bit overboard trying to secure this collar to the dog, but you only need a few stitches. Then you'll secure the other end of the collar and make sure it doesn't twist up on you. The collar should lay flat on the dog with the tag showing. Knot the 2 yarn tails together near the collar and weave in the ends. That one yarn tail was a bit too short to pull through, so I just pushed it into the body using my needle. You can stop here, but I felt the need to take the remaining yarn tail down between the legs, make another knot, and just hide the rest of that tail into the body.
I hope you're happy with the results of your puppy dog. Let me know in the comments if you've been following along. You can get the full written pattern for free when you subscribe to my newsletter. I'll leave a link in the description. Don't forget to like, subscribe, because I've got some really cool videos coming for you. Thanks for watching.